Hey everyone, Ken here coming at you with another lantern video, and this video is going to be a little bit of fun. If you notice what I got in front of me here, I got my rusty old crusty old Streamline D-light that I figured we're going to have a little fun with. Actually, this was an idea of our cameraman. Came up with this idea, and we figured since we're experimenting around, this would be a good lantern to, experiment with. So the idea is, what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to make a glow in the dark cap, because lately I've had a couple lanterns that were missing the caps, and our cameraman was successfully able to 3D print some really nice caps for me. So he came up with this idea. He's been toying around with some making some stuff with this special glow stuff that he's got, because he does do watches and stuff now, and he's doing all kind of stuff. But he got this special super duper glow stuff, and he said, hey, you know what, if you're out in the woods and you're using a lantern and all of a sudden you run out of fuel and the thing goes out on you, how are you even going to find the cap to be able to fill it up and to be able to locate it, to put some more fuel in there and get it going again, in case you have to in a jiffy. So yeah, so I figured this would be a cool one to fool around with, and it's got the cap is free. It's a good lantern. I think I may have showed this off. I don't know if I did a previous video, but I definitely did a photo in Facebook group with our cactus. We used this. We took a nice picture in front of the cactus when the cactus were blooming. But nonetheless, it's got the free cap, and the cap, everything works and it's good. So he actually went ahead and actually did the printing, which we're going to show, and then we're going to cut back and see what we can do with it. So here it is, fresh off the presses, into the garage, and I think it's going to work out just nice. Let's give it a test fit here before we go ahead and put our glow stuff in there. And look at that, threads right on in there, nice and tight. How cool is that? I think this is going to work. Yeah, look at that. So we'll take this off, and now we're going to put our special super duper glow stuff in the middle and see how it comes out. Alright guys, so we're set up and ready to go. I got a little plastic cup and I cut this down short so I can get in there and mix some of our stuff. Here is our Techno Glow, our super duper glow powder, and what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate that in some UV resin and make a layer in there, and hopefully maybe I might have to do it twice, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So I guess I'm going to start out with some UV resin, put it in the cup here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of try to make like a paste out of this stuff, sort of like the thickness of like an epoxy. And I want to get this all out of the way, and then this is our UV light here that we're going to cure it with. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. And this is pretty expensive stuff from what I gather, so I'm going to have to be careful. It's already open, but yeah, I got to be very careful with it here to open it, as I am having a little bit of difficulty here. There it is. Couldn't find a flap. There's the other flap. Okay, and I don't want this shooting all over the place. Okay, so I got a little bit of a spoon here. I'm going to pull out just a little bit of this powder on the tip of a spoon, maybe that much. Mix it into our UV, and I think maybe I got a little too much there, but well, we'll have to just add a little bit more UV if it's too much. But let's see what happens. It might be okay. It's actually mixing in quite well. Give her a good mix around with the toothpick and try to get all the... Yeah, I might have to just get a little bit more of that UV in there. I don't know. I'm drawing it in there okay, though. It's still wetting pretty good. Alright, I probably should have got a little bit smaller cup, because now I got some stray powder around the outsides, but we'll incorporate that. And there's one ball right in the middle that's not breaking up. There it goes. Alright. That actually might be that might be pretty good just as is. So why don't we go ahead and start layering that in our cap here. I might need to make another batch of this. I don't know. Or I maybe should have got like a little flathead screwdriver. Probably would be a little better to do this with, but yeah, this might take a little bit. It might take a little while here. I wish I could pour it in there, but I don't have that much. We'll just keep adding and hoping for the best. Yeah, it's coming out good. It just remains to see if we have enough. Hold on a minute. I think I'm going to pause the video here and try to get a small flathead screwdriver. Alright, let me try this. I got one of my cheap flathead jeweler screwdrivers. I think that, yeah, see, that's going to make a nicer scoop. See, I couldn't scoop enough out of there with the tip of that toothpick. Yeah, now I'm able to scoop it. And I want to get all of this, just all of this in there. And then what I'm going to do is just try to equalize it all around the best I can. But looks like it's going to take every bit of this. Just mound it up, pile it up. Still got a little bit of stray powder floating around in there, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Let me just get all of this in there. That's about it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough, but we'll see. We'll see how this distributes around. And it's probably not going to be enough. I'm probably going to have to make another batch, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a lot larger area than I thought. Okay. We're going to have to make another batch. We're not getting enough here. Okay, so let's just do it again. It's probably going to need about twice as much. So if we make about the same amount, I think we're going to be good. Now if I can get this bag open again, that's going to be the trick. Without spilling it all over the place. There we go. And that's a little more than I had. That's just about what that's a little more than what I had. There we go. Okay. It's got a little bit of a couple chunks in there. I think I'm just going to mix it right with the screwdriver and break up the chunks. Alright, so I spread it around there the best I could. I think what I'm going to do is cure what I got, and then maybe come back and do another layer. This way it'll dry really good and cure really good. So here's our UV light, and I'm going to get everything else out of the way that's UV, because I don't want that to cure. And we got that wired up over here to a switch, and we're going to go for it. We're going to cure it, and I don't know what the cure time is on this, but I think I'm going to give it about a minute here, and we'll go from there and see how it looks. Alright, so I actually gave it 2 minutes under the UV light. It is cured, it is hard, but as you can see, there's still a little bit of the black showing through. So we are clearly going to need another coat, but it's looking good so far. I think another coat to fill in the rest of the remaining spots we're showing through, and we'll see what we got. I think I'll do that off camera because it's a little fussy, and then we'll be back and we'll show you the finished results. Alright, so we topped it off. We gave it quite a couple more coats actually. It was a little deeper than we thought, and then gave it about 5 minutes here with the UV light, and I'm hoping that it's going to be cured. I don't want to put my fingers on there because I don't want to leave a fingerprint, but yeah, it's nice and cured, nice and hard. I think it came out really nice, and you could probably already see it glowing just by me cupping my hands on it. So yeah, the only thing left to do, I think, at this point is to wait till nighttime and take this lantern out to the gazebo, give it a light up, and then we'll blow it out real quick, and then we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, so why don't we do that? We'll follow up with a night shot of that. Alright guys, so we waited till it got dark out. Was going to go out in the gazebo. Just as I'm heading out, it's pouring rain out there. So I'm back in the garage, but it's dark in the garage, and we're going to light it up. We're just going to do this in the garage real quick then. So let's see what we got. This lantern did go empty on me, so I filled it with kerosene, but hours ago, so it should be good to go now. Alright. So yeah, it's a good burner, even though it's an old decrepit lantern. So yeah, we'll let that glow for just a minute or so, and yeah, we got a little condensation. We'll let that burn off. But yeah, so tomorrow's a holiday, Memorial Day. So I just wanted to wish everybody a good Memorial Day, and if you see a veteran or know a veteran, tell them that you're proud of that he served our country. So yeah, and come on there, heat up. But I don't know. Maybe I ought to kill the lights. Alright, so yeah, we'll crank it up there. We'll let it charge up a little bit. Give it the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's probably pretty good. Why don't we kill it? Turn it down, turn it off, and look at that. It is glowing. It works. Except I can't find myself. I'm going to have to turn on my backlights here. If I can find my switcheroo here. Okay. And I usually don't use these for filming because they're behind the camera and you get a bad image. But yeah, there we go. And just to give you an idea, I mean, that was the real test just from the flame of the lantern. But this thing is very, very bright. If I take a flashlight to it and give it a quick charge with the flashlight, there we go. We don't even have to turn out the the rest of the lights to see that, how well it really works. Yeah, so there we go. Pretty neat idea, and pretty cool. I did it. It came out pretty good. So we'll see you real soon with another lantern video. Bye bye for now.